definitely worried about the recession and so forth. Of course. But your money, you know, you're not making the life changes as somebody who's making about $30 or $40, $50,000, right? So you can go and fill up and go and see your mom twice a week, and you're like, oh man, like gas is super expensive now. You know, mom, and maybe I'm going to visit you one time a week versus not going at all, right? Or if you go 3 times a week, and you got to fill up because it's a good little drive, you may not make any changes at all because you're making a good amount of money. But if you're making $50,000, $40,000, with inflation being the way it is, you're being impacted a significant amount. And don't think that you shouldn't be reducing the things that you do. You're no longer taking those trips, air prices or airline prices, fuel costs, all that is expensive. We look to go home this summer. I'm like, babe, you know what? It's going to cost us $2,000 to go home. I'm like, shit, we're going to stay here and just chill out and go on a boat, stay in Texas for the rest of the summer. That's what we're going to do. We can take the trip, but we have other trips planned. Now, we're not stopping the flow of things. We're just saying we're going to be selective on what trips that we go on, as any responsible person would do it who makes a good amount of money. But that's the whole point, guys. You want to make a good amount of money so you can make responsible decisions. If you're not making a lot of money, you don't have a lot of skills, and inflation hits, you're squeezed. You're squeezed. You're making irrational decisions. You're like, okay, well, all I have is $100. I need to try to turn this into $2,000. Then you're making dumb decisions and trying to invest with people that you shouldn't be invested with. Doing things to make quick money. That's not where I want you guys to be. So when you're thinking about tech in general, again, think about the roles that are going to pay you well for the lifestyle that you want to have. Software engineering is good. Management is good. Security and reliability engineering, it's good. Site reliability engineers, 153 to 195. Performance software engineer, 165 to 200,000. Network security architect, 300,000. This is the cybersecurity space, guys. A lot of money. Platform development and data science. Salesforce developer, $140,000, guys.
Damn!
Tableau business intelligence developer, 180. Salesforce platform developer, 160. Senior data scientist. Ooh, big time money. This is AI me here. 190,000.
Damn!
Director of data science, 275,000.
Damn!
Just imagine you're making 275,000 and your wife was, you know, in the workforce as well, and she has some fantastic career, lawyer or engineer or whatever else, entrepreneur, and she makes 275,000. You guys are in Greece where everybody's talking about slowing down. You're in Greece, you're doing the good stuff. You're living a good life. You're living a good life. You're still investing into properties and buying houses when people say, you know what? You probably should slow down. There are people who are still buying properties these days. Why? Because they can afford it. They have the cash to be able to do so. They're taking advantage of this time. There are winners when there's a recession, and there's a lot of losers. You want to be on the winning side, and tech can certainly help you get on the winning side if you do what's right with your money. Architects and consultants, 140,000 to 173,000. A technical architect, 150 to 225. Product management, right? A strategic account partner, which is a VP at Salesforce, makes $320,000.
Damn!
Okay. These tech roles are paying a lot. Sales and marketing, they're in the 6 figures as well. Consider tech, consider tech, consider tech. We're going to wrap up on one more thing, guys. We're going to wrap up on one more topic that I want to touch on. And again, I'm all over the place today. I'm all over the place today, guys. I'm all over the place. But I wanted to bring this to you because it's important. because it's important. Last topic we're going to talk about is side hustles. And the reason why I want to talk about side hustles is this. Of course, making more money is what most people want to do when they don't have a lot of, or aren't being paid the amount of money that they think they should get, or they aren't worth the amount of money, or they aren't able to. Let's just put it like this. Let me reframe my words. Making more money is a way that you can make a better living for yourself, no matter what situation you're in. You could be making a whole bunch of money. You could be making a little bit of money. Either way, side hustles have become the new thing that people always start talking about, right? And you could be coming out of college and you may be getting some advice to start a side hustle. Well, that's really good advice. That's really good advice because I do think that side hustles are good, but only for people who have skills. And if you look at this article that I'm going to share with you about side hustles, you're going to learn that the majority of these side hustles are started from people who have skills. So don't think you're going to get out of school with no professional experience or no skills and start a side hustle. And if somebody tells you that you should be starting a side hustle directly out of school, they have no idea what they're talking about. If you look at this article right here that I'm going to share with you, because everybody's talking about it. Now may be a good time to invest in a side hustle, they say. Side hustles became more popular during the pandemic as people sought new hobbies during lockdowns or extra income. Absolutely. People are going to be looking for extra income during this recession. In fact, 33% of small business owners who use Gusto said they needed side hustles to keep their business afloat. I understand that. But let's jump down to the article even further. Here are 16 side hustles that you can try now and how you can build them efficiently. This is the thing that this article doesn't tell you. This article doesn't tell you that you need skills in order for you to be able to make money. The article doesn't tell you that you need money in order for you to make money. If you have skills in copywriting, remember the word is skills. Copywriting, graphic design, or software automation, you become a freelancer on Upwork. Courtney Allen earned more than 1.3 million using the platform. Okay? She's made over 1.3 million using the platform Upwork. And 1.3 million is a lot of money. Let's shout out to her. But the point of this is that she has skills. Skills. Let's look at another one. If you're a graphic designer, if you're going to become a graphic designer, you have to have skills. You have to have some years in the business. You can make a living designing logos. She makes $100,000 a year, or in 10 months, she made $100,000. Let's look at another one. If you're a good writer, there's a path to make a sustainable living as a ghostwriter. Anastasia earned $80,000 in a year. Right? If you have an online presence, you can become an influencer, but you got to start a YouTube channel or TikTok or Instagram. And you have to look halfway decent and halfway have a good work ethic, because you got to consistently do it over and over again. Skills. If you're going to be a shoe seller or reseller, you can do that without skills. No, you can't, because you're going to need to have sales skills, technology skills to use platforms and so forth. This gentleman, Ethan Moose, dropped out of college, but he made $225,000 last year reselling sneakers, buying and flipping. Skills. If you're a consultant, right? You can give companies business advice. Maya made $250,000 in a year because she had the skills as a consultant. Again, guys, side hustles are great. I really think that they are absolutely fantastic, and I want you to have a side hustle, especially if you have skills. Start one. But don't think you're going to start a side hustle before you have skills. And don't think you're going to have a side hustle before you know or have any tools to be able to help other people with. That's why it's so important for you to get professional experience. That's why I talk about gaining your experience, whether it's in corporate America or so forth. People are always like, I want to work for myself. Don't listen to those people. They don't know what the hell they're talking about. Most of them are broke. They're broke. They are broke. Follow it from somebody who's telling you the absolute truth, and there's no shortcuts in this game. Develop skills, work for a company 3, 4, 5 years, 10 years, and so forth. Then leverage those skills that you've gained and go out there and create yourself a side hustle from it. It doesn't have to be 10 years. It can be 3. It can be 2. But you have to focus on gaining those skills and learning those skills first. You have to. That's all I want to leave you with, guys, today.